In English, many verbs end with the letters ed when they are in the past tense, but the way we pronounce this ending changes depending on the last sound of the verb. In this lesson, we will learn the 3 different ways to pronounce the ed ending, with clear examples to make it easy to remember. The ed ending can be pronounced in 3 ways: as the sound t, as the sound d, or as the sound id. Which one you use depends on the final sound of the verb. If the base verb ends with a voiceless sound, we say t. If it ends with a voiced sound, we say d. And if it ends with the sounds t or d, we say id. Let us look at each rule more closely. When the last sound of the verb is voiceless, we pronounce the ed as t. Voiceless means the vocal cords do not vibrate. For example, walked, kissed, watched, and helped. The last sounds before ed are k, s, ch, and p. These are voiceless sounds, so the ed becomes t. Say them slowly to hear the difference. When the last sound of the verb is voiced, we pronounce the ed as d. Voiced means the vocal cords vibrate when you make the sound. Examples include played, cleaned, called, and enjoyed. If you touch your throat, you will feel vibration when you say the final sound of these words. That vibration tells you it is voiced, so ed becomes d. If a verb ends with the sounds t or d, we add an extra syllable and pronounce the ed as id. This makes the word easier to say. For example, wanted, decided, needed, and waited. The id sound helps connect the words naturally in speech. To choose the correct ed pronunciation, it helps to know whether a sound is voiced or voiceless. Voiceless sounds include p, k, f, s, and sh. These use air only. Voiced sounds include b, g, v, z, m, n, l, and r. When you speak them, your throat vibrates. If the verb ends with t or d, you must say id. Otherwise, use t for voiceless and d for voiced sounds. Let's practice together. Worked, played, wanted, missed, and cleaned. Worked ends with t. Played ends with d. Wanted ends with id. Missed ends with t. Cleaned ends with d. Listening and repeating these words aloud will help you remember the correct pronunciation pattern. The ed ending has 3 different pronunciations: t, d, and id. Use t after voiceless sounds like p, k, and f. Use d after voiced sounds like b, g, and l. Use id after t or d sounds. Practicing these patterns will make your spoken English sound clear, natural, and fluent.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.